Hello, friends and family, friends of family, and friends of friends. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. My name is AO is the future, but you can call me AO. I'm a film director, hip-hop artist, rock and roller, entrepreneur, photographer, father, husband, and so much more. And I say this all with a heart of humility and a mind of humbleness. Speaking of, I come from very, very, very humble beginnings, and I found myself on a one-way trip to prison from allowing my influences to control my actions, and I take full accountability for everything. However, it took me from being one step away from the grave to realize the infinite potential I have within me. The system didn't correct me. The system didn't provide myself with the tools behind that wall. It was my thinking and my applied action to the knowledge and information I sought that changed my life forever. So why is this important? Because I perfected my future self in the here and now. I didn't allow my situation to dictate what type of human being I would become. I didn't listen to my superiors when they told me I was worthless and I wouldn't amount to anything. I didn't graduate high school early on in my schooling, and I really didn't do good with schooling, actually. I had a very, very hard time learning and retaining information that was lectured to me in the traditional sense of education. However, in my incarceration, I realized something very, very, very profound. I learned through hands-on experience, and having access to things I believed was unattainable would change the course of my destiny. And change it did. 15 years later, I'm here in front of you, offering you and your children an opportunity to access my mentality, ambitious thoughts, discipline, drive, and creative approach to critical thinking and paving one's own way. I call this the Future Self Program. My ideal candidate is between 12 to 18 years old. And those ones, they need an outlet because they find themselves, like myself in that age bracket, succumbing to influence down the wrong path. I believe in giving them space to make mistakes. I also believe in rewarding them when they accomplish tasks before them. I'm big on discipline, and I can't sugarcoat life to them, as life will hold back from chewing them up and spitting them out if they fall victim to the streets. Now, my goal is to stop that from happening, and your goal as a parent whose child participates in my program should be the same, especially when they're with you, so that way you can reinforce the teachings here so that we can keep them on the right course. And I can't sit here and say that every single child, teenager, or young adult is going to walk out of this program a new person and just be flawless citizens. I can't promise that. But what I can promise you is consistency, this professional environment I have here for them to learn, and access to tools to be successful in this digital age. I can't express how important this is. And this is not my first mentorship program. Previously, my audio and video production company, Audio Optics, was home to audio engineers, graphic designers, videographers, and even drone operators pre-COVID. Now, I offer my time to surrounding schools and even BOCES for videography, editing, and other creative endeavors. So, since school is still in session, we can't just have a full program all week, right? So my idea is to have everybody meet twice a week, maybe midweek, and then maybe we can rotate days on the weekend. But once summer's here, we can move to 3, possibly 4 days a week if needed, and just kind of like really centralize on that engagement. So I wish I was in a position to do this for free. At the moment, I can't. I'm not affiliated with any big company, and no one is backing this project or banking this idea of mine. Not yet anyways. If I raise funding for this in the future, I'll revert to a free system for you and your family. But until then, I'll offer the Future Self program for $25 a week per person or $100 a month. If you and your family are having financial trouble, but still need intervention for your child, please reach out and I'll find a way to make it work. If I gain momentum and this program picks up traction, I'll plan road trips, public events that my mentees will work and provide a level of community service, which I believe will encourage responsibility, accountability, and most importantly, teamwork and unity. So here's some of the topics I plan on covering: digital cinematography and filmmaking, writing scripts, developing screenplays. I also want to put a real good centralized focus on sound and audio field recording, Hip hop and writing music seems like it's kind of like a big trend with a lot of people. So I want to make sure that we focus on that and we can kind of tap into that creativity for positive reinforcement. I also want to look at content creation for YouTube and social media. We'll be doing some editing videos. And I have to include gaming and team activities through gaming as well. I know you're probably like, wait, how does that fit in? I'll fill you in when it's all going, right? But we'll cover how streaming works with professional equipment, as well as troubleshooting, because resistance comes in many forms, and there's a saying in show business that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So having the tools to be prepared for that is very important. I'll also include sports and free roam here through my event center as rewards for great behavior at here and at home, and as well as school. So we'll celebrate everyone that averages an 80% or higher in class. That's what we're shooting for. And we'll give them surprises, field trips to local businesses if everything I can get going with this program aligns. So now some of the intangibles I aim to instill in your children, and you too if you take this course: mindfulness of self, critical thinking, problem solving through thought and not violence, competitive nature to succeed internally. I can't express how important this is, especially confidence. You need confidence to overcome the outside influence. So I'll also have a system to let out aggression via boxing and physical activities. I have 3 levels of gloves and pads for this, but I'll invest more if more equipment is needed, because if kids are having issues with self-control, I think having a level and an outlet for aggression is very important. So with all this being said, please email me at aoisthefuture@gmail.com. Share this message and comment on the video to get the word out, and let's change the course of our kids before it's too late. Thank you for your time, and I can't wait to change some lives. Sincerely, the retired gamer, AO is the future. I bid you farewell. I salute you in all your endeavors, and never give up. We're way more than what society may label us. We can make mistakes. We can overcome them, and it's only a mistake if we don't learn from it. If we keep on repeating it, that's an issue. So let's not, but let's get on the right path. Until then, peace.